Today we're going to be painting our covers. Last time we got the papers glued on and it should have your name on it. So today what we're going to do is paint this and this edge. You will see over here the examples I have. You'll be using 2 to 3 colors on the outside. Once we've built the book, if you want to do something else to the outside, you're welcome to do that. But at this point, that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be painting this inside and we'll cover this part with a different paper later on. I'm going to start off, I'm going to use orange for my base. So we're going to be using the sponges that are the cut sponges and wax paper. For my first layer, I want to use the fluid acrylics. This will help us put on a thin layer quickly. After this, you can either continue to use these or you can use the other paint. So pour out just a little bit. It does come out a little bit faster than the other paint. And we're going to dab that. You'll do all of this cover in the inside and the edge. For your first layer, you can kind of just smear that on. This way it covers up all of the white. And then you can kind of dab over that to give it a little bit of texture. You'll notice that the paint is picking up the wrinkles that we put in there. You'll like that. I'm going to be sure to get some on the edges, and I usually do this with each color. Oops. And then the other side too. If you want to, you can do the front of each one and then flip them over and do the inside. For the video, I'm just going to go ahead and do the inside. So you can go ahead and do at least a inch or so. If it goes a little over, that's okay, but there's no need to paint the middle because we will be covering that. And then I'm going to dab that. Okay. So I have that, and then you'll want to let that dry. I'm going to go ahead and use a pink. Like I said, you could either use this one or you can use the other one. I'm just going to flip my sponge over for time. And this one I'm actually going to sponge paint, so your typical sponge paint that you normally do. And I'm doing this kind of lightly. I did dab that off on the wax paper, in case you didn't notice. Have fun with this. I'm trying to keep kind of even. If I notice there's a dark area, I'm spreading that out. I would do that bottom color on one board and then go back to the other one, then come back and do your second layer and kind of flip back and forth. That way they'll match too. That's going to help with that. And I'm going to dab all of my colors along here. This will help protect it. The paint, when it dries, kind of forms a plastic seal over everything. And that'll help protect your edges. I'll go along here. You may or may not get all of this done today. I'm going to give you some time the next day to do this as well. And you're also going to get an inside cover sheet. The inside cover sheet is going to cover up what we have right here. So I'm going to set this aside. I also have the inside sheets. You will need 2 of these. These are going to cover up the inside when we make our book. So you can decide what color you want to do for these. I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to keep with the orange. I might add a little yellow too. So this will be just like we did before with the gift card. Nothing too crazy. Again, if you want to add something to this later, you sure can, but for right now, while we're getting this together, I'm just going to go ahead and do the gift card. You could stencil on here later. You could do a drawing. You might even make something and put it over this. That would be okay too. So when you do this, also make sure to put your name on it. I forgot, I'll get my next one. We're going to put your name on the back. Ooh, and I have paint there already. Okay, these could be two totally different colors if you'd like, or you can do the same. I usually do the same because I already have that color on my gift card and everywhere else. Okay, so these should be dry by the end of class, the day that we do them. So go ahead and put them in your locker, and we'll glue these on when we do the spine.